Hey guys, so I recently went to Bali and this video is going to be a vlog on the journey from Guwahati to Bali. It's a 24-hour long flight, so I have some footages and yeah, I just put together all of it, give you a little bit of information how everything went. So let's go. So our flight was at 5 p.m. but we have, of course, had to reach before that. So after doing all the check-ins, all the security check-ins, everything, we got ourselves some coffee and we had a long journey ahead of us, and I wanted to show you guys all the boarding passes as well. So from Guwahati we are going to Delhi, and in Delhi we have a layover for about 5 hours, and then in Singapore we have a layover for 8 hours, and then finally we are going to reach Bali. So all these boarding passes are for that. And finally we boarded our plane and we got a meal as well. So on every flight there was a meal included, and this was the meal that we got. It was a Muslim meal or something like that. We got few kebabs and it was non-veg. So the meal was actually very good. It was a very short flight, I would say around like almost 3 hours, but yeah, I really loved the meal. It was very good. Along with the meal we had a bit of a dessert, and then of course I had to get again another cup of coffee, and yeah, that's and it. We're so glad meal was included because we would have to spend a lot of money on food, so we got all of these for free. And then we landed in Delhi, and this was our first touchdown. And the layover was 5 hours. Of course we did all the immigration and customs, everything all together at once, and then we went for the lounge because we had the cards, we had debit cards that was accessible for the lounge. And yeah, it was a good experience, and I love the food there. It was very good. I'll show you guys the lounge as well. So this is how the lounge is. You can get free drinks, free food, and that was a buffet of foods. So yeah, this was the food that I had, very simple, and this was our dinner for the night. And as you can see, this is how the lounge is. It's very comfortable, but you can honestly get the lounge access only I think for 3 hours or 2 hours, and the rest of the time we were just hopping from one shop to another. And yeah, for I think 2 hours we got the lounge, and we did charge our phones, and we had lovely food there. So I took some paneer chicken and a salad along with the rice, and my friend had the same food. And this was our dessert plate. We almost got everything, and of course it was very delicious and lovely. And after that it was time for us to board our next flight to Singapore.
গানা বাজাও কি কৰি আছ কি করে টিকেটৰ পইচা দিবলৈ নহয় থৈ দে ভাই এইটো এনেকে হৈ যায় মনাক্ষী প্লিজ তারা গুচি গ'ল মোৰটোতো মৰা মানুহৰ নিচিনা নালাগিব মোৰটোক চানা ডেড funny anymore. থৈ দি না এইখনত থৈ দি না
Then of course we winded down with some Sarabhai versus Sarabhai serial. This was all on the plane. So yeah, my friend, she couldn't watch hers because I don't know, for some reason hers wasn't functioning properly. We got another meal. It was around almost like 12:30 p.m. and yeah, honestly I didn't want to have this meal, but it was delicious. Then finally we landed in Singapore, and I was super excited to to check this airport out because we had 8-hour layover in here and we had nothing to do, no immigration, none of that. We just had all the time to ourselves, and I saw some really cool videos of Singapore airport and I was super excited. So we got freshened up and this was the airport. It was so cool. You guys had to be there to, see how amazing it is in real. And every store was so good. We went to 7-Eleven as well. It was a little bit disappointing when you compare this 7-Eleven to Thailand, but it was okay-ish. And there were some koi fish as well. I love the vibe of this airport. Everyone was so chill. Everybody was very helpful as well. Another thing I do want to say is that if you want to see the waterfall in this airport, which is so very famous, you can't see that unless you have actually a Singapore visa. So you need to have a Singapore visa in order to see that. We of course didn't have a Singapore visa because it was just a layover. So what we did was we took a train. There is a train that you can take from Terminal 1 to Terminal 3. So we took the train and that's when you see the jewel, which is the part of the waterfall. So the jewel is actually the main center of the Singapore airport, but a lot of people don't have the visa, so this is how we have to watch the waterfall. It was very, very good in person. Of course, on camera, it doesn't look that good, but just it was marvelous. I absolutely loved the sight of this. We were sitting on this train for quite some time, just going from Terminal 1 to Terminal 2, Terminal 3, and it was quite an experience. So yeah, we really loved watching this waterfall, but would have been better in person. Anyway, I went to Starbucks and ordered this amazing drink. I wish Starbucks had, our Starbucks had this drink because it was so good. And even the pita bread was amazing. It was a bit expensive, of course, but it was so good. I'll never forget this meal from Starbucks. Normally I don't go to Starbucks that much because I hate it here, but this was absolutely amazing, and this drink was very good. I don't think anything tops this. But anyway, then we boarded our flight. This was Singapore Airlines flight, and I forgot to show you guys what they gave us to have. Oh my god, this was like a luxury experience. But anyway, we finally landed in Bali, and oh my god, after a 24-hour long flight, I was super tired. Anyway, this was the first part of the vlog. The journey was so long, I had to make it a separate vlog for this. I absolutely loved the journey. It was very tiring, but I love, just exploring Singapore airport. It was great. People are so good, and yeah, stay tuned for more vlogs, and I'll see you guys next time.